Hello, this is Soledad with Canning with Sod, and I wanted to show you something that I used to do for many years until I put one and one together, how they say, and then all the many uses of heavy whipping cream. Okay, I used to only use it for to thicken like the Alfredo sauce as a base thickener. Used it on soups when you would make a soup and you wanted it thicker. That's the only thing that I would use this for. Never did I ever use it for anything. I would buy different things for everything. But I'm going to show you all the different things that you can do with just one product. The first thing you can do with it that if you hadn't thought about it, or maybe I'm the only one who didn't know, but you can use it as a half and half. Half and half is the creamer that you use in coffee. And all you have to do is use, let me move this out of the way first. Half milk, whatever milk you use. If you're lactose intolerant, then buy the lactose free. Half and half the whipping cream. You mix it together, and that's your half and half. You don't even have to buy half and half. That's what it is. It's just whipping cream and milk. Stop buying half and half. I sure did. So that's one thing that you can use it for. The other thing that you can use it for is you can use it as a Cool Whip, what we associate Cool Whip with. And all you do with that one is if you don't have a mixer, which I didn't have before, I used to do it by hand, and you can do it by hand too. So all you have to do is you're gonna pour 1 cup. Oh, let me get the cup. Hold on. You're gonna use 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, and you're gonna use. So if you don't have a mixer, put it in with your blender, or with your the one that you make the batter with the cake, or just do it by hand, or simply pour it in a jar and start whisking it. Like you can do it the old fashioned way, how they say, grab a jar, put it in there, put the lid, and just be shaking it, and it'll eventually turn into whip. Of course, your arm's gonna hurt after a while, but it's possible. You can also do it with a whisker. But if you have one of these babies, this is the easiest way. So the way you do it is you put 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. You're gonna put 2 tablespoons. And I'm still working with the same whipping cream. So there you go. You're gonna put 2 tablespoons. I elevated it, and then you're gonna start it. Where is it? Where's my button? I think I already. Maybe I have to do it higher. No, this is not gonna work. This is what happens when you go live. Maybe whisk it together more. I thought this was. Get in there. There you go. There you go. So it doesn't reach all the way, so I'm gonna put more milk. I guess I need more because it doesn't reach. And all you're doing is you're mixing it. I need a smaller bowl for this thing to work. Last time that I made a big batch. So I guess for this small amount, it's better in a little bowl. But since I don't have a little bowl, I'm using a big bowl, and I'm gonna use it for another thing. So you know what? I'm just gonna pour it. But remember, it's just one every cup for 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. But I'm gonna do something else with it, so I'm just pouring more. And put it higher. One thing that you can do is when you're mixing it, do this. That way, all the little splashes that it falls, they go on your towel. So all it's doing is moving it around to make your famous Cool Whip. So when it's almost closer, I'll show you. I'll try to turn it around so I can show you. It's amazing what it's doing. And that's all you're doing. You're just mixing it. So you went from heavy whipping cream to half and half, and now you're gonna make your whipping cream, which is your Cool Whip, but we all know it as. Let me pick it up a little bit more. And I put very little powdered sugar because I'm gonna use it for the next recipe. So there you go. It's still going. And I'm doing it live. That way people won't say that I did something and then I mixed it into something else. Remember for this one, it's 1 cup of heavy cream to 2 tablespoons of sugar. And you can add vanilla if you want. You can add vanilla if you want to see it already starting to look like Cool Whip. I say Cool Whip because we all know it is Cool Whip. But let me show you. Let me slow it down so I can show you that. And there you go. That's your Cool Whip. So if you want to make a cake, if you want the Cool Whip to be thicker, then you just leave it longer. But so that's how you make. So remember, we already done half and half, and we've already done Cool Whip with 1 container. So I'm gonna pour the whole thing because I'm gonna use it for the next recipe. So I'm gonna make more. So I'm not adding any more sugar because I'm not making Cool Whip. I'm making something else. Amazing things. So we mix it more. So remember, we don't want it to splash all over the place and make more of a mess. So now we're just waiting. So now I'm gonna show you what's next. Oops, a mess. First of all, hold on. I don't know why it keeps falling. There, I think I locked it down. I have to tell you that this is a very dirty project. Try it again. There we go again. Don't throw this away because I'm going to show you how you can use this bottle. There's so many things you can use everything for. So remember, all this is live, so you're seeing all the mistakes that I'm doing. I'm normal. I make a lot of mistakes. That's how it works. Because then you'll have splash all over. So we've already done 3 things. You can use it as a whipping cream, as to thicken stuff. You can make it as a Cool Whip. You can make it as half and half. And now we're going to make something else. All you do is you leave it longer. So there it goes. So it's going to give me a lot of Cool Whip if I was making Cool Whip. I just picked it up so that it can go faster. So that's why for this, it is better if you have one of these. I have been wanting, let me pick it up so you know what I'm saying. I have been wanting one for a long time, but I thought they were really expensive. So finally, one time we found them on Sam's and they were on sale, so I bought one. So if you ever see one at a yard sale or somebody puts it on sale or you see it somewhere, you don't have to buy the big one. You can buy a small one. There's small ones too. But of course, go big or go home. So now, if I wanted a lot of Cool Whip, there, I have a lot of Cool Whip. But now I'm making something else. There you go. Keep going. So none of that buying Cool Whip. You can make your own Cool Whip. You can make as much as you want. The only thing is you're not gonna make your little foamy, but you can make Cool Whip containers. Look at that Cool Whip. How pretty it is. That's your Cool Whip. That's Cool Whip.
so good. Of course, it's not as sweet as pork because I'm not adding the powdered sugar because I'm doing something else now. If I was just using pork, I used it for church. I made a cake and then I needed a lot of pork. Look at that, all that pork that I'm making, a lot. So if you wanted it a pork, add the powdered sugar in there. Add vanilla if you want, and that's there you go. But now I'm making something else. You see the consistency? This thing is so you can make so many things. I get so excited when I start doing something that I want everybody to do what I'm doing so they can learn. That's why I'm showing step by step by step. Let me stop it a little so that you guys can see the core.
Look at that. Look at this scoop. The longer you leave it, the creamier it gets. But we're doing something else. Remember what I said?
So we're leaving it longer. If somebody knows what I'm making, it's because they've already done it. And this is just going to the next. To see my husband and kids are not here. If not, they think I'm crazy. I could do the speed where you rush it so that it doesn't take that long, but I wanted for you guys to know the exact time that it takes. So now I've been live for 12 minutes. Normally I leave it on like this and I go around doing the dishes or doing something else, but I'm waiting for the exact consistency. It still looks like co there it's already turning into what I wanted to turn. Butter, some pork. So I already said what I'm making. I know. You can make cottage cheese too. Gasoline, like Tiana said. Wahahaha. My daughter said I need to learn how to make gasoline. My other son said I need to learn how to make Coke Zero. And my other son said I need to learn how to make beer. And my husband says I need to learn how to clean. And I'm not doing none of the above. Huh? Yeah, it's getting thicker. I went from cold to this. No, cold. Nasty, I'm putting in. Okay? Like 5 minutes maybe. Okay, so then remember the first thing was the whipping cream, then it was the half and half, then it was the core, and now it's butter. So this is how you make butter. but there's one more step. Yeah. So at first it makes the court, and then you keep going, and then it makes butter, and then it makes something else. Huh, I can't say it yet. I'm not at that step. Yeah, I already said them. You see that turning into butter? All with this bottle. So if you need to buy butter, buy one of these because you can have a lot of things with it. You can use it as half and half, pork, butter, and one more thing that I haven't listed yet because I haven't gotten there. Do you notice how it's turning into butter? And you'll know when the butter is done because you'll hear this sound. And that's when you have the other use of the whipping cream. And then I'm going to use this butter to pat it to make ghee. I'm going faster. You see the butter for me? You like that? Yeah. But you put this thing that way it doesn't splash all over. Yeah. I'm already ready. It's splashing. It's splashing. So then the next thing you're gonna make is butter. I'm waiting to hear the sound that it makes. You saw the splash? Huh? I need to camera, put the camera beside it. I know. Oops, I already feel it. There, let me lower it so you can see it. Maybe a little bit more if I'm gonna make a mess. Let me turn it off so that I can before I make more mess. So look at that. So this is your butter, and down there is buttermilk. So if you need buttermilk, there you go. So you already have your butter here. So these are all the things that I made aside from making a mess. So you're gonna lower it, then you're gonna remove this. Hopefully this thing doesn't embarrass me. Twist it here. It, it has this little, like the little way that you take it out. I've done it already, but when I'm not working to take it out, well, let's try to take it out without that thing. Hopefully I won't make a lot of mess. So I can show you the difference. For what?
You're done, Lisa? They're in my purse in the truck. Check if his are in the drawer. Since I can't take this thing off, I'm gonna show you something. I'll probably figure out how to take this thing off. Over here in the first drawer. If not, they're in my purse. Let me show you something. Okay, so here I am again. So I made a mess, and it's okay. So here's your butter. So all you do with this butter is you're gonna pour it in a container. You're gonna run it in. You're gonna run it through with water. Let me put you this so you can see. Let me remove this mess that I made so you can see the next step. So here you go. Here's your butter. You can put it either with ice or just you want to do this so that all the dairy can come out. Oh, go get them. I can't. My hands are dirty. They're in my truck. Oh, are they there? No, they're not here. Mine's are in my truck in the purse. Oh, they're in this pocket. I can't get them. I have your dad's card there too. Okay, so then all you're gonna do is here's your butter. So there you go. I have some more over here. Let me put it all together so you can see what I have over here. And when you do this, if your husband is like mine, don't do it when he's around because you're gonna make a mess. Mess is 100% guaranteed. And on top of this, let me show you something else. I'm trying to do different things at one time. So I'm gonna put the butter on this bowl so that I can show you. What, Bugsy? So there it is. You have buttermilk. So let me throw this water so you can see this. Aside from a mess, like I said, nobody said it was pretty. Okay, so let me show you everything that I made with one container. And you saw me do it. Here you go. Whipped cream, half and half. Then you made your Cool Whip that I already ate. And then I used it for the butter. Then you make butter. Here's your butter. So all you do is you put it in a container, you flatten it however you want it. I'm gonna can it, that's why I'm leaving it here. And that's something that I use every day. And then you have buttermilk. The buttermilk is something that you can use it on your pancakes. Substitute it as the milk. You can use it when you make cakes. You can use it when you make pies. You can use it for a lot of things. Simply put it in a jar, put it in a lid, put it in your refrigerator, and that's it. So many things you can do with one box. I really hope you enjoy this video. Remember, you're gonna make a mess, but it's all good. You're gonna have so many different varieties that you can do with one single box. Thank you so much for my craziness, for all my mess. Remember, don't do it if your husband is around because he's gonna get mad because there's a mess. And experiment. Another thing you can add is add vanilla, and it'll give it a whole other flavor. Thank you so much for watching me. This is Soledad with Canning with Sol. And I'll put you the recipe at the end for everything that you can do with that container. Thank you. Until tomorrow. Bye bye.